Okay, hi, Megan, coming at you from Next Level Guitar to teach you your next lesson. Today we're going to focus on cleaning up your playing by muting out this E string, this low E string. When you're playing your A, B, C, D chords, you need to mute out the string so that it sounds clear and clean and beautiful. And when I first started playing, I had no idea that you actually had to do that. And so when David said, go ahead and reach around here and mute the string out, I thought he was crazy. But it's actually easy to do once you get the hang of just bringing your thumb up top here, and like this, let's say we're playing the C string, sorry, C chord. It's simple. It seems kind of awkward at first because you're used to keeping your wrist nice and low when you're playing, but then having to come up here with your thumb and muting out this E string. But if I can do it, you can do it too, because look, I have normal human-sized hands. Let's just listen to the difference of what it sounds like if you don't mute out that E string, okay? So I'm not going to mute it out. It's hard not to because I'm already used to doing it. So listen. Okay, so that's unmuted, and now all I do is just kind of put my thumb up there. It's very simple, but it takes a little time to get used to it. Okay, so listen to it now though. And that sounds so much nicer. Yes, it does. Okay, let's see. Let's say an A, same thing. Here's your A without the string muted. So ugly. Okay, and then with the A. Doesn't that sound nice? Okay, so with just a little bit of practice, and it'll become second nature to you. Be like riding a bike. You won't be able to play a C chord, or a D. So another aspect of that is if you're playing, let's say you're strumming away at a C and you're playing kind of vigorously, you don't want to have to worry about not touching that top E chord, string. So that's why it's really important to just mute it out so you don't have to think about it. And you need to mute that string out for all types of your C chords, or your D's, your suspended chords, your A minor, all your A, B, C, D types of chords need to have that top string muted out. So make sure to incorporate that into your practice and to your playing so that you sound much more professional and it sounds nice. And so what I'm going to do now is I want you to look at a tight shot of what I'm doing with my thumb and how I'm just kind of gently bringing it around the top here and just resting it on that E string so you can't hear it, okay? All right, so I'm going to show you now up close here what's going on with my fingers when I'm on any particular chord. We'll do C right now. You never want to compromise your form when you're just trying to mute out this top string. So you're up on your fingertips, your fourth finger, your pinky here is tucked in close to the third finger. Your wrist is still kind of down. You're just gonna bring it up a little bit. Your shoulders are comfortable, they're low, and so you can see that my thumb is just kind of waiting around here every now and then to kind of come on up and just lightly touch that E, that low E, when I'm going to play, in this particular case, a C. So let's just listen to the C without touching it, and you can hear how that sounds. I'll just do a chord progression for you. Okay, now let's go ahead and mute out that top string because you can hear that doesn't sound that nice, does it? Okay, so here now, there it is, just touching, but you can see that my fingers on the chord have not really changed much when I come over. Okay, so here we go. Nicer than, yes it does. You want to be careful that when you're just touching it so that it doesn't ring out. So it's a really light touch. I mean you're barely hitting it, and because if you end up squeezing too hard because you're trying to squeeze the guitar neck, you're going to end up hitting hitting that note, and you don't want to do that. And so you're just resting it lightly there on the low E, and the same goes. So when you're hitting all the strings, and so let's say I'm going to switch to an A minor, you also have to mute that E string. So let's just do that. So there, you see, you can go through all your different chords there, the A's, the B's, the C's, and the D's, and still hold and just rest your thumb up there so that you're playing them correctly. It'll take a little bit of practice to get it down, but it will become, second nature. It'll be like breathing. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in here, and I hope that you enjoyed today's lesson, and you just have to remember to practice that whenever you're playing, to go ahead and lightly rest on that E string when you're going in between your A, B, C, and D chords. And after a while, it'll become second nature, it'll be easy, and it'll really improve your playing. So enjoy, and we'll see you next time.